What's up guys, Boy here, doing another video. Today we're taking a look at the Romanian M74. Let's begin. Now, this mask was made in 1974. It was for civilian usage. And the mask itself, or rather was actually made by the company called Crimea, which you can, until like 1991, where the entirety of Roma Carbon, that's what it is actually was also making the mask in 1991 to present, which, yes, you may be thinking that the mask was become very obsolete and becoming, just becoming rather obsolete. Actually, that's not the case for that. Somehow a Cold War mask from 1974 still being made these days, which is also kind of crazy to see it. So let's get to the meat. Let's get to the bag itself. Now, the bag itself is made out of vinyl, rather green vinyl haversack, with some cotton cotton here. Oh, yeah, it's kind of. Oh no, the hook thing itself. It's actually secured by these two hooks themselves, which it actually is meant to be like this. Also, another thing, there's some cotton. There are some made out of cotton, things like to hold the hooks and the strap itself, and the belt loop, which is actually with some piece of steel, D-rings, and a clip right here, also secured with cotton. Here's a little name tag secure, which is right. You can actually put your name or stuff like that in here with a little tiny small piece. Inside the bag, it's actually a big old white vinyl piece, which you could probably see in about it. Here's a stamp right here, but can't tell what it is, which is kind of really weird about it. And inside the bag, it's actually been separated with two. Got one big piece that's probably separated. Also, second, this is actually meant for a filter, right there, and this is for the mask itself. And this, I'm not sure, for maybe for some extra pieces. Yeah, kind of weird that it's somehow don't have it sewn in or something, which is kind of weird. That's kind of what the bag looks like. That's the bag itself. Okay, the filter itself. This one in particular is the CF4, and this one that one definitely contained asbestos. You could probably know that one. But the one I have is stamped of lot 103-10-80. So this one's made in 1980. This one's have 21, 390, and that's about it. Here's what the bottom looks like. A23. Here's the cap for it. And here's what the top looks like. It's kind of really weird looking. One of the more weirder looking ones, because that's actually the actual size of it, like the GP5 or the EO18 or GP5 filters. That's actually a pretty bigger guy. But when you actually put it with the side by side, it's a little taller, but also kind of same size, or it's actually these two bottoms just raised up, which is pretty insane looking. I like it, but I also kind of find it really weird looking. Okay, and now we get to the mask itself. Now, this mask is made out of, made out of neoprene, which is kind of something, neoprene rubber. Oh yeah, another thing that I wanted to point out, there's actually a specialized version of this one, which actually has like a big old hood to the thing itself. I think those are kind of rare to get by. That might be what it is. Okay, this one in particular, that's so threaded with a gauze filter, plastic gauze threads with a gasket inside of it, and a flapper piece inside this one. Here's the voice diaphragm, and you can probably know this is actually very just similar to the M65. So flapper piece, a mesh netting inside of it, and that's about it. And both of them are secured with a green-like piece of steel around it. Here's the lenses themselves. It's a triangular lenses. It's kind of what it is. Pretty normal looking. And this is it actually has 2 on there. And both sides, which you could probably see, actually is supposed to have like a piece of clip and probably a necklace attachment to it. So that's kind of what it is. Unfortunately, I don't have that. And the back of the mask, you actually have to go upside down to actually read this. So this one's stamped of 80. So this is the pre-2000s. And yes, I'm pointing out here that after 2000s, they decided to fit this with the 40mm Stagnag filter rather than just keeping it gauze threads. So it's kind of pretty cool to see that, just upgraded. This one says 9MX 1980, so that's kind of what it is. And the head harness is a 6-point rubber head harness. This is actually how you to adjust or to tighten, and this is how to loosen it. Oops, I kind of gotten too far on that one. So yeah, that's gone a little too far on that one. So inside of the mask itself, so it's kind of what's inside. So this one's, let me get the light in here. So this one has 5C3, because that's a 2, that's an 81. The oral nasal cup has like this little rubber hole that it just to support the mask while closing in. So it's also kind of insane. Here's the inhale assembly with that rubber piece itself. And here's the mesh netting, which also could be doubled as an exhale valve. Here's the chin drainage to this, or rather I guess that's the one with the holes in there. So this is how it functions as it is. So since another normal standard or another normal filter. So when it inhales, it goes inside, probably rather inside of it, like underneath the oral nasal cup, goes there, and it will travel to the flapper pieces that's on the oral nasal cup. And when it exhales, it will go out there. So let's go test this bad boy out.
So this is what it sounds like with the mask on.
So this actually is a not bad mask of all things. I know it's not really kind of a mask that will be that's but it's kind of a if you actually may think that this mask is still not being made these days, well, there's actually something I've kind of noticing from this. Yes, it's actually still being made these days. If you may think that the mask itself would be just discontinued, but it's actually kind of also pretty cool to see that's still being made these days for what it is. This mask is a yeah, it's kind of a clone of the German M65, but it's a pretty not bad mask. So I'm giving the Roman M74 an astounding of a 7 out of 10. It's actually a not bad mask for what it is. And even though despite of this being, well, kind of really, despite this have a new variant, which is the one with the drinking straw, known as the M82, to be exact, M84, M82, or 86. I don't have it clear at the top of my head, but you could probably know. Um, I like an option have a drinking straw to it. It's still a not bad mask for what it is. And the filter itself is also being remade to the CFS for what it is. So that wraps up of the Roman M74. I'm Boy, and I'm signing out. I'll see you guys next time.